Let me ask you something. When was the last time someone truly asked how you were and actually waited for the answer? Not a polite, "How are you?" Not a passing question in the hallway. I mean, really looked at you and wanted to know. Take a second. If you have to think about it, that already says something. There is a kind of loneliness that doesn't look like loneliness. It looks like responsibility. It looks like strength. It looks like reliability. And after 40, that kind of loneliness becomes almost invisible. But here's what most people don't realize. There is a very specific moment when you begin to disappear emotionally. And today, we're going to find that moment. Because once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. There's a pattern that forms slowly. You become the stable one, the calm one, the one people call when things fall apart. At first, it feels like respect, but there's something hidden inside that role, something most people only understand much later. You're the one who forgives first, the one who adjusts, the one who carries. But when was the last time someone carried you? And here's where it gets uncomfortable. The more capable you become, the less people check on you. Not because they don't care, but because you train them not to worry. And eventually, you don't even know how to not be the strong one. But what happens when the strong one gets tired? We'll come back to that. The exhaustion doesn't arrive dramatically. It arrives quietly. A shorter answer here, a delayed reply there, a moment of silence that lasts longer than it used to. You start observing instead of participating, and you begin testing something small, something subtle. What happens if I don't fix it this time? So you don't. You don't volunteer. You don't rescue. You don't step in immediately. And then you watch. Here's the part that hurts. Most people adjust quickly, not out of cruelty, out of comfort. And that realization plants a dangerous thought. Maybe I wasn't irreplaceable. Maybe I was just available. That thought changes your posture. Now here's the deeper layer most people never say out loud. There's an internal conflict that begins. If I keep being the strong one, I abandon myself. If I stop being the strong one, I disappoint others. Which loss hurts more? This is the moment most people ignore, because this is the moment you are standing at a silent turning point. Remember earlier when I said there's a specific moment when you begin to disappear? This is it. It's not when they stop calling. It's when you stop expressing. It's when you choose peace over honesty. It's when you swallow frustration to avoid tension. That's the exact moment. And if you repeat it enough times, you slowly become background in your own life. But there's something even more important. There is a decision forming inside you right now, even if you haven't admitted it yet. At some point, you have to decide who you're willing to disappoint, others or yourself. This is the decision I mentioned, the one forming quietly. And here's the truth. The moment you start setting boundaries, some people will feel uncomfortable. Not because you changed, but because access changed. And that's when you discover something powerful. The people who only valued your strength will resist your limits. The people who value you will respect them. That's the separation, and that's the closure. Remember the question from the beginning? When was the last time someone truly asked how you were? Maybe the deeper question was never about them. Maybe it was about you. When was the last time you allowed yourself to answer honestly? After 40, strength is no longer about endurance. It's about discernment. It's about knowing where your energy belongs. And maybe the greatest act of maturity is not proving how strong you are, but deciding you no longer need to. Slightly deep and steady tone, slow pacing around 125 to 130 words per minute. Natural breathing pauses. Speak like a man who has lived experience, not like a narrator performing. No hype, no trailer energy. Subtle authority, quiet confidence, warm but firm. Allow reflective silences after key sentences. The delivery should feel intimate, mature, and psychologically aware.